Hello student, in this lecture of working capital, I will discuss fundamental characteristics which are associated with the working capital. The first thing that you should keep it in mind is related to working capital is that all the items which are related with working capital have short life. As you can recall that working capital is taking two main components, current assets and current liabilities. Since we are already familiar with these two terms in accounting, specifically in financial accounting, that current assets means it has short life within a year, and current liability is also has short life or be paid within a year. It means that whatever components we are discussing with the reference of working capital has short life, irrespective of it is related to current assets or it is related to current liability. In a similar way, all the items are very close to cash. As you can recall that in part of current assets we have three components: cash, receivable and inventory. So as soon as receivable will be collected from the customers, it will move into cash. And if we have inventory, as soon as we are able to sell this inventory will move into cash. So all the components of the working capital in terms of current assets are very close to uh, a cash item. In a similar way, in terms of current liability, whether we are discussing uh, account payable or trade creditors or accrual expenses, all these items are also very close to cash. So as soon as you are paying to your supplier, your payable will move to and reduce your cash amount. And in case of accrued expenses, whenever you are paying your accruals, so it is going to decrease your cash. So all the components of the working capital, whether you are talking about the current assets or current liability, are related to uh, and very close to cash item. The lack of synchronization is important, that there are many activities in which your business is engaged, and you should be very careful that in case of changes in some activities, it is going to affect on your working capital. Like the first example, if sales volume is changing, so it is going to change your inventory requirement, and and it might also impact on your receivable amount. So whenever sales volume is changing, it might impact on the working capital figure. Production policies, whether you are increasing your production capacity or you are reducing it, in both the cases your inventory, your finished goods will change. And whenever inventory in terms of raw material or finished product is changing, it is going to impact on the current assets part, which will directly impact on the working capital. The last part is important, that collection policies also play very important role. If you are giving more credit term to your customers, and the duration earlier was taking by your customers, let's say 30 days, and now you are giving 60 days credit to your customers, it means that collection policies will impact on your receivable amount, and as your receivable amount is increasing or decreasing, will impact on the total working capital fund that you require to operate your business. So whenever you are planning to change your collection policies, you should be very careful that it is directly impacting on the operating fund that you required. This is also important, that if price level of your input is increasing, it will require more cash requirement, and when cash requirement will change, it means that working capital will also require. For example, earlier your raw material was coming at a rate of rupees 10 and you were buying 1000, it means that you actually need 10,000 rupees to buy units. But now suppose if the price of your raw material is changing from rupees 10 to rupees 12, it means that now you will need 1200 to uh, buy the same units. In this situation, your working capital will also change. The turnover period is important because turnover means how quickly you are able to sell your stock and convert it into cash. As your turnover period is increasing or decreasing, it might impact on the working capital. Let's suppose your business is considering 30 days as a reasonable turnover period in which you are selling your goods, and you are able to recover amount from your customers. But now Due to recession or due to some other activities, your business turnover time shifted from 30 days to 60 days. It means that now the cash which you were able to collect earlier from your customers in 30 days, now you are taking 60 days. So this shifting from 30 days to 60 days is changing the working capital requirement of your business. So this concept is important when you are working in business, that how quickly and how slower your business is moving in terms of selling your goods and recovering cash.